Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to another prepping video. In this one, we're going to try to recreate another pair of pants from the brand KAPITAL. The pants we're going to try to recreate are the Monkey Cisco Crazy Papillon Denim. If you don't know how they look like, I'll put them on the screen right now. So clean. But I will say, like I said before, colors, painting, dye, not really my strong suit. So I will not lie, I'm kind of dreading that step. But you know, in order to get better at something, you gotta just keep at it, right? You gotta keep practicing, and eventually you'll get better, hopefully. But all right, let's figure out what we gotta do for this DIY. Here we have the Papillon Denim. So zooming into the picture, you can see that the original color of these pants before it was tie-dyed, it was blue. And the majority of the pants is white, so I'm assuming that they bleached the entire thing, but it's definitely not like completely, because as you can see in the side pockets and even in the waistband, there's still remnants of the original blue color. And even throughout it too, even like on the right leg near the knee area, there's this whole rectangular area of the original blue color. And that's the thing, like, how do they do that? Obviously they didn't submerge the entire thing in tie-dye. I mean bleach, not tie-dye, because if they submerged the whole pair of pants into a bucket of tie-dye, of bleach, the entire pair would be completely white. There wouldn't be all of these spots on it. Maybe they dabbed the bleach onto the pants. Shoot, I don't know. See, okay, so on the left pant leg, you can see they have a bunch of different sharp lines, I guess you can call them. Because the bleach looks like, you know how like in movies where it's like an ice age and then like it flash freezes and then becomes like frosty and stuff? That's what it looks like. Is there a way to like crumple up the jeans and then, you know, apply the bleach in some certain way in order to achieve this look? So honestly, I need you guys' help on this. Leave it down in the comments below. Hit me up on my Instagram. Send a message on Discord or something. If you guys have any ideas and how they, you know, made this design with the bleach and stuff like that. It's crazy. All right, look at the waistband here. Look at all of these lines, all right? Is that from them like crinkling up the pants and then applying the dye? Or maybe the whole pair of pants was wrapped up into like a ball or whatever, and all of these lines here are just like the rubber bands holding it down. And then we're also going to need, I guess it's like a diluted red dye, just to make it a little bit lighter on the lighter side like this, a little bit more pink. And then I'm pretty sure they even had like blue as well. Like there's some dark blue there. I'm pretty sure that's not the OG color. So watered down red dye, dark blue, or just blue, dark blue I guess. And then another watered down blue color is going to be all of the colors that we'll need for the dyeing process. So once we finish dyeing the pants and move on to the next step, which probably would be adding in the distressings of the holes. So we have one, you know, like not so tall but wide hole there, and then we have a really big one at the very bottom. And you can see that they spliced in a repair using blue denim to give it that layered look. And you can see that the patch on the bottom of the pant leg wraps around the leg to the back. How much of the back does it take up? Okay, it doesn't take up that much of the back. While we're here on the back of the pants, let's see if there's any other distressings on the back side, and it looks like there isn't. And let's look at the other side, the other pant leg. Halfway down the thigh to the knee, you can see that there is a distressed hole there that was repaired. And that's pretty much it for all of the distressings. That part should be pretty simple and pretty straightforward. And then now all of the patches that we have to do. Now you can see that there's a bunch of cutouts of fabrics and materials, like again, this one right here on the right inner thigh. There's a big cutout of a bunch of denim. It's actually like 3 denims sewn together, and they were potentially sewn together by hand. So of course you're going to need some thick hand sewing thread. I'll probably use some like size 10 crochet thread. They do have like a purple color. Maybe that was dyed to get that color. Now on the topic of hand sewing, you see that the thread that they used was like white. I'll probably just use like a natural color. Now along with that, we have a bunch of floral material that makes up for these butterflies as well as the petals on the flowers. You can also see this wing right here. It looks like the fabric was also tie-dyed too. So I can either tie-dye that as well, like the panels that I will have to hand sew onto these pants, or, you know, fingers crossed I can find something that's already tie-dyed at the thrift store and just like cut that up, hopefully the same color as this, and sew it in, chilling. But it looks like there's about, I'd say maybe 3 different types of small floral patterns for the petals and some of the wings. And the next thing is on the flower, the middle part, what is that called? But it does look like it has some texture on it, which is why I'm kind of assuming that they embroidered it. I don't have an embroidery machine, and the last time I hand embroidered something, it took a long freaking time. So I'll probably just find some material that looks similar to that. So once I have all the materials that I need to make up these patches, it should be pretty simple to apply them. You know, just gotta cut them out in the correct shape. And then I'm just gonna sew them all in. Now you can see that there's also, especially from this picture right here, it's an embroidered butterfly. Where am I gonna find that? When I go to a thrift store, I gotta look everywhere to find something like this. You know, maybe I'll just like hand sew in a butterfly, and then I'll just do my best to try to mimic this. Oh God, I'm not really looking forward to that. It's gonna be a lot of, maybe my next investment should be an embroidery machine. So again, we're gonna need about 3 different floral patterns. Along with that, we're going to need obviously some spare blue denim. Pretty sure they dyed some of this other stuff that they added, but we're gonna need some like yellow material, some like faded pink, blue, and honestly, I'll probably just get some like white material as well, and then I'll just like dye it. And then we're gonna need about 4 embroidered butterflies or screen printed butterflies, or any butterfly that will fit the aesthetic of the pants. And then now for the hand sewing, you can see in this picture right here, they have some red thread, and you can see that when they sewed it in with the sewing machine, they used like, is this purple or like gray? Yeah, look at this. Definitely right there, it's purple. Now when I do sew all this stuff in, I won't be opening up the pants from the outseam. Instead, I will be opening the pants from the inseam. That way, all of the panels that are overlapping from the front to the back side, it will be seamless and clean, and that way I can sew it all in using a sewing machine to give myself an easier time. Now the fit of these Kapital pants, they're like a straight fit. Fortunately, these pants right here are straight fit. Look at that, boom. So I think these are pretty much perfect. Kind of wish it was a little bit more blue. And these jeans are from Calvin Klein. You know, I just noticed they don't have a back tag right there. It's kind of weird to have an outline of it. So again, here are the Calvin Klein jeans that we're going to be using. To be honest, I don't really like how it's made, I guess. Like, can you see the difference between this and these George jeans here? Like, I feel like this is like how jeans are normally made, but this one, maybe it was like threaded differently or something. Not really a fan of this. If this looked like this, it'd be a lot better, but this is what I have in hand right now, so this is what I'm gonna use. Now, over here in this bag, we have a bunch of extra material that was from past DIYs, mainly from that DIY there, that Kapital one I did. Like this floral material here, I can use this. Yeah, that'd be good. And there's a lot of it too. I can even use this, even though it's a different material. It's like silk or something. And then even this brown shirt right here, it's a nice shade of brown. I mean, it's just brown, but you know, it matches with this floral, so I can use that as well. And there's just like a bunch of other stuff. What else we have in here? We'll have another one, another floral that I can use. Ooh, and then there's another floral that I can use here. So, I mean, it's not really floral, but it kind of matches the same vibe in a way. So I think I'm pretty set when it comes to the floral. Hopefully I have enough. I mean, like, this is pretty much the whole garment still. The whole thing isn't really chopped up yet. And now also, I have this whole box full of other extra stuff. I'm sure I'll have enough material to recreate those pants without having to go to the thrift store for something. So let's go over what we have to do step by step. First off, we have to bleach the pants. We do have to find a way to mimic how it looks like this. And then once we have that down, that's like probably the hardest part. I think I'm gonna apply the red dye. Then after the red dye, I'm gonna apply the blue dye. And then once that dyeing process is finished, I can move on to distressing. Then I gotta start making the patch repairs for the pants, all the cutouts and stuff. And then after that, we're gonna cut out materials to make it look like wings and butterflies and flowers and stuff like that. And then open up the pants at the inseam, use my sewing machine to sew in all of these panels, add in all of the hand sewing designs, close up the inseam, and then finish it off by adding in this huge panel that goes across the inseam. And then I should be done. Again, if you guys have any idea of how to recreate how they tie-dyed these pants, hit me up somehow. Hit me up on YouTube, Instagram, Discord, find a way to get to me. If you want to keep up to date with what I'm working on, follow me on my Instagram at JuliusNathan. I usually post updates on my story, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace. Monkey Cisco Crazy Papillon Denim. The pants that we're going to try to recreate are called the